And as far as I know, Kundalini Yoga is the only discipline that considers the aura to be the 8th chakra. And before we delve into any questions about your auric field, let's revisit the energy centers of the body for a moment. Has there been one in particular, in terms of your chakras, that you've had to work on more than the others?
I would say for me it would be the throat chakra. I think probably being a little bit defensive when I was an adolescent, a teenager, and always speaking before I thought. I had to learn to actually process things before I just blurted them out. And then becoming a professional, I had to actually learn to communicate for the needs of the patient, not communicating my own needs. And then becoming a lecturer, using your throat chakra, you know, for up to 3-hour lectures a day. And also really learning to come from the neutral mind as well. So the throat chakra has been a big one for me, with teaching, being able to express very clearly and consciously the message that I wish to deliver, and to make it impersonal but personal to the person that I'm talking with. And to this current day, I'm still working on my throat chakra. I have singing lessons and do band practice and play the harmonium. So it's just been a constant unfurling of the throat chakra for me since I was, oh my gosh, you know, I even remember when I was about 13, my mum had to take me to the doctors because I felt like I had this piece of hair draped over my vocal cords.
Interesting.
And I was always feeling like I was choking, and, you know, in Chinese medicine we call that plum stone throat, from not expressing yourself. And
or so feeling that you're not being heard.
Absolutely. And so definitely the throat chakra has been a standout chakra for me, and to this day it's probably the chakra I rely on the most with the auric body.
Definitely. It's becoming a teacher and a healer, even a celebrant. My throat and my ability to express myself keeps me very honest, because irrespective of what kind of teacher training you do, you end up having access to a plethora of knowledge. And one of the skills of a yoga teacher is to be able to condense it in such a way so that your teaching has depth, but you're not overwhelming the students with too much information that they can't assimilate or process.
Absolutely. Or that they can still hold that space of deep stillness and receive what you're saying without it being a bombarded information session.
Yeah, that was one of my intentions behind the Chakra Balance e-courses as well, is to very deliberately include the aura as part of the practice, because it is such a huge thing in Kundalini Yoga, because it keeps us very honest with what we are attracting and what we are projecting into the world in terms of the people that come into our life, the caliber of patients and students that we see, because I'm sure you can agree that at the beginning of your professional journey, your patients might have been a little different to what they are now. Even your students might be a little bit different to when you first started teaching, and it's our aura that attracts that. So if there's a little bit of an imbalance in one chakra in particular, we'll manifest that with what we attract through our aura, won't we?
Absolutely. Doesn't matter which chakra it is, it's going to be projected out through the auric field, out into other people's auras, and that's what you're going to attract.
Definitely. And it's really nice to be able to walk into a space, because as a Kundalini yoga teacher, the amount of times I've planned a class and then walked in and gone, no, that does not feel right. Is this my stuff? Is it someone else's stuff? No, it feels like the vibration of the room is too sensitive for something that I had planned. I'm going to change. And it's nice to be able to have that level of sensitivity, but also awareness, because you can only really transform energy once you've understood it. And once you understand your auric alignment, you become much more sensitive to other people's auras, and it gives you an opportunity to stop and think, is that my stuff? Or is that someone else's stuff?
Absolutely. You can start to become the observer.